do a bit of high power. I've got the washing machine on, so it's going to be a pain, noisy, but whatever. Let's just play out this quid. So, let me show you. We can nudge on and on. See how it let the sound stop and then it reset and carried on. And then now, we'll trigger it in. There's a jackpot. So yes, that's the fault, is that the nudge timer doesn't turn off. The nudging at the start of the game apparently is what it's supposed to do, different to other high pounds. Oh, we've got a hold. Tell you what, we'll hold the bell fruit. I like the way they flash. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. What I was thinking is, I've already thought of ways I could do it without changing anything. You could have like a couple of die and roll 2 dice, and that's how many nudges you've got, or have your own little randomizer. There we go, 10p. Because yeah, I think you'd pretty much empty the machine with this nudge feature. If every time you get nudge, you guaranteed £1 if you want it. The meters don't work either because they've been disabled, so it doesn't have a way of tracking it, I guess. Just like every other fruit machine, no. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it would pay over 100% if every time you get nudges you're guaranteed £1. Because I mean that's 20 plays. The jackpot is what, 20x. So yeah, if with the other wins added in, you surely get nudges more than one every 20 games. Well, I think I started with £1 in my hand, so this would be 20 plays, and we've had nudges once. But it can definitely occur more common than that, for sure. I don't like it, but I mean, I get it, but yeah, I much prefer middle win line. But to be honest, you get adjusted to it. We'll hold the bell right. 40p. Yeah, got 2 of them. Coins going in nice and beautifully. Make that nice chunk going straight into tube as they should. Cha-ching. All sounds really nice. Having said that, oh, there we go, now we're nudges. So what would we normally go for? You see, shut the timer. So let's go for, fuck it, we'll go for melons. I might have been able to get that, you see, that may have been like a but so how much money? It was like what, 150 here I think. So I just bought some more 10p's. I bought 40 quid's worth. £64. 16 pence per coin. I don't know. Probably a shit price, but I want them, don't I? Scamp, what are you doing? So yeah. So really the only gameplay fault that I've noticed so far seems to be the never-ending nudge timer. Which, again, technically you could kind of resolve that in your own way. I mean, I'm the only person that's probably going to be playing it anyway. So I could just have a couple of dice that I could throw, and then that's how many nudges I've got. And then it's truly random, right? I'm pretty good at the bookkeeping type stuff. You see here, I feel like, oh, you should go for the pairs just because it's probably what you would. I've tested every single winning combination. It pays perfect on every combination. So we've got no issues with any of the studs or contacts or wiper blades or anything like that. It's all fully functioning. My Moonraker's got a slight issue with 27 way bells. So this one has no issues in that. Just this nudge timer thing, which I'm going to attempt to do some videos of. And obviously the master. Oh, you see, look at that. I'm thinking, woohoo! I'll tell you what, though, just taking the money back. I filled it up with a fair amount of coins, so I thought, oh, I'm going to empty it otherwise. It's got about a five. I think it's got about a fiver in it. Maybe not a fiver. But I started with a quid here, so I've now got exactly a pound. So, having this credit in play. There's no coins in the tray. Don't know if you can tell, done a nice job making these mechs look nice and shiny again. Look, you can already see where my marks are making it dirty again, but yeah, they look so much nicer for half an hour, more like an hour's work. You can get them looking really nice. I'm going to do the tray next, payout tray, get that popping, looking absolutely beautiful. This machine would need to be on, I feel like it needs to be on casters. It's just too low down. Like the button here, I feel like raising this machine up by maybe 6 inches would do it wonders. Just feels a little bit low down, so definitely we'll get this on casters at some point. Probably going to take this one upstairs. And at some point, oh, of course, it's going to be the tempe. I was going to be like, well, we've got plums, let's go for plums, because they're close. There's no way the nudge on and on and on is intentional. There's no way. Just like, if you get nudges, you guarantee jackpot. Nah, there's no way, is there? There's no way. There's definitely something going on with that. So, I don't know if you can hear them. Of course, this bloody washing machine isn't helping. But it's definitely got a... doesn't sound... Sounds like it's dry, like it needs like oil or something. I know that's not what it needs, but the belt and everything sounds like... whereas like Moonraker's super smooth. Inside, this machine is exceptionally clean. Very, very tidy. Very tidy machine. I think the person who had this looked after it well, but I don't think they necessarily did service or anything. But I do feel like they looked after it. Take the jackpot again. Be greedy. You see, that definitely shouldn't be the case, right? It shouldn't be offering you jackpot every time. I mean, Electro is usually a little bit tighter than like the modern day. I say modern day. They're not modern day, are they? They're more tighter than these. My Electro upstairs, it was like 72% lifetime payout percentage. These are like 78. And I think this one's maybe like 78.4. And that's like 78.2 and 78.1. Very consistent. Very consistent. Over, I mean, a Big Bank has had like £80,000 through it. Cash Falls, I think even slightly more. Fast Track considerably less. I guess it wasn't as popular a machine. Anyway, but yeah, Electro is generally From meters I've seen online and stuff, they generally hover around the low 70s, like 70, 71, 72. The funny thing is, though, I mean, I started with £1 and I've taken 2 jackpots, which it probably wouldn't have given to me. And I think I'm only still just got my even money. So even with a machine that's clearly doing something that's way favourable to the player, still not actually making money. Well, I suppose I started with £1 and I've, you know, whatever. I mean, if you was focused on making money, you could definitely make money with this. There's no 27 ways for 10p, which, to be honest, I like. I like that. I think if you're going to have the jackpot be 27 ways, have it just be the jackpot. I do like the symbol as well. The Belfry symbols are definitely, the Electro Belfry symbols, I think, are one of the better ones. They're plain and simple. I do like them a lot. There is a very strong chance I will convert this machine into my own machine and essentially just use it as a practice. I mean, I'd feel bad, but I mean, it's already got artwork damage. And we're not talking about anytime soon. I'll get plenty of videos first as the high pound, and obviously I'll keep the high pound glass, so I'll always be able to put it back if I needed to. But I'm thinking of doing my own machine. An Amsterdam themed machine. It's going to be called Red Light Riches. I was up till 5 AM last night doing measurements and all this type of stuff, because now I've got, in fact, whatever, who cares. I'm going to go get you a piece of paper and show you. To do like the dimensions. There's my Moonraker. This machine I absolutely adore. That's staying with me for life. Will not be going anywhere. There we go. I'll show you this piece of paper. Back downstairs. I do love my Moonraker. Yeah, that machine's definitely going nowhere. It's like my first ever electromechanical. To be honest, I'd say this one is never going anywhere. Fast Track I'd swap for the same machine but in better condition. Don't see this one going anytime soon, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I was doing like layouts to work out. Well, here's how I started, doing all the measurements to work out what the scale would be, and then just sort of doing a little template, the information that I would need to transport across. And then down in this bottom corner I had my first idea for the machine. So Red Light Riches, we'd call it. Nice cannabis plant sort of here. Then we'll have like a nice sort of lady from the red light district kind of here. Maybe she could be watering the plant. I don't know whether to combine the two. Definitely want to put the Amsterdam flag somewhere on the machine, because big fan of the Amsterdam flag, and it would match. Then yeah, aside from that, as long as you incorporate the hold, the insert coin start, and the slots for the reels, in theory I should be able to make my own glass and make my own thing. Getting the imagery right will be the hard part. Like getting a nice, I want these to be like, you know, obviously not like stylized artistic images. Anyway, oh, we got a hold. What would we hold here? Would we hold anything? You know what, I'd hold the plum. This machine, you're never going to get hold after nudges, right? You're never going to get nudges after hold, because this machine gives you nudges at the start of the game, which is a weird gimmick, to be honest. I'm not sure it's one that is particularly great. So yeah, having said that we can force the jackpot, kind of, it is taking my money, isn't it? I wonder if it is compensating in some way. Can't be right, there's no circuit boards. Though there is something in this machine that Ron wasn't sure. It's under cover. So at some point we are going to have to investigate what that is. Oh, That's the first time I saw like a real, almost like drop. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be the plum or the pear. It wasn't quite 100% smooth. Oh, there we go. You see, we've got two of them there anyway. It feels like, well, fucking let's manipulate it again. There you go. We would have got it naturally, you see. But yeah, I think really that's the only thing that kind of needs to be addressed. It is the, let's hold it. It is the infinite nudge. I wonder if anybody else has converted the machine before. I mean, this was obviously a conversion, but you know, just a standard home ownership, or a one of one unique machine. You just, you know, I really don't see. As long as you put the reel orders back in the same reel order, obviously if you want, that's if you want to change any of the symbols. As long as everything matches as it was, and as long as you know, incorporate where the reels are going to be to the right place when you're designing your glass, they've got to be measured out so that everything fits as it should. Obviously there's very few lights to incorporate, just the three down there. I don't really see what can go too wrong, but I am aware that there definitely could be things that can go wrong, because that's partly why I'd want to practice on this one. And for the price I've paid, 50 quid or 60 quid, I can't even remember now. Yeah, where else are you going to get to practice on a genuine machine? Ooh, okay, got a few 10p wins coming in now. I was going to say, oh, almost spun in the jackpot. I mean, what? Go for the bells. They're right there. Again, you have to use your kind of discipline, I suppose, to just not be like, all right, well, jackpot every time. I kind of should maybe try and do some sort of scientific test. You need to do a lot of data though. Maybe if I could be bothered to sit and run £100 through the machine and play it aggressively, as in to take the jackpot every time it goes misses. See if I can obviously then work out percentages. Oh, you see, giving us a few 10p's now, isn't it? Work out what percentage it is. Because obviously it definitely shouldn't be infinite nudging. That's a nice little string of wins there, though, wasn't it? I suspect that it has no way of compensating. It will just get emptied. So, yeah. I mean, obviously this is not going into a location or anything like that, but still, I play fruit machines to put money in them, and then come back after a few months and see how much I've got in them. I don't want to be emptying the machine. I really like the idea of having a club electro with a jackpot that you just don't win very often, like once every blue moon, once a year, once every 6 months, whatever. Right, what should we go for? Cherries or pears? Just because I don't want a cheap machine. There we go. This could be a long video if we try to play until we ran out of coins. Oh yeah, I did put the 2 shilling coin in. Just paid it out. So yeah, I started off with £1, now I've got £1.10. Where did the coin go? Hello? Yeah, I heard it pay. Don't know where the coin went. Huh, interesting. See what happens when the next one pays out. We heard the solenoid pulse. I thought I heard the coin come out as well, but nothing in the tray. You can always go have a look. It's just we have to walk all the way around because this is the door to get through. No, I want to hold the cherries. You got two of a kind. You can't. I mean, you can, but. Well, maybe he wants to take my money after all. Look. Well, I managed to bankrupt myself, even with a machine that pays too much. Not pay too much, but you know, the nudge thing. Shows you how brutal. Ooh. Okay, so are they not dropping into the tube? That sounded like they're at they're all sticking in the chute that takes them down to the tube. Let me listen. No, that one went into the tube. I don't know what I'm on about. Wow. So is that a pound with no win? God, could you imagine that in 1975? There we go then. You can see the pounds are there, so we're not going to nudge them all the way around. We'll just go for the 40p. Ah, there you go. Gave us out 50p because there was a 10p already in there for it that it forgot to pay. Or it must have got stuck in the tube or something like that. Not the tube. You know what I mean. We've got a hold. I'll tell you what. Can we get a jackpot the real way? 27 ways on the pound. High pound. Not today. So yeah, a little bit of a longer video. Well, let's try and lose these. I say try and lose them. I don't think we have to do much trying. 6 credits basically to get nudges. And refill our money off nudges. Which again, we could do. So I mean, there's things I could do to test. Maybe I could just leave it running, the nudge thing, see if it will eventually end. Because it seems the only way to get it to end is to actually complete a winning sequence. Well, last credit. Right. The bar is still across because I don't think the tube has got enough. I'll take let's put a couple of 5p's in. I'm not done playing. I'll win some of those 10p's back. What should we go for? Let's get some money. You see, it's definitely not supposed to, is it? We've got a pound back. Could you imagine finding one of these machines out like this out in the wild? It's like, oh, wait a minute, it's doing, oh, did that give me all my money? Oh, 10p down again. 90p there. Yeah, it did sound a little bit like it was a bit sluggish on the pulses. It did short-change me by 10 pence. But then again, it could be because we know now that the 10p's must get stuck occasionally on payout because it happened with that other one. So it might just be in the the tray. So let's have a look at the next payout and see if it's 10p over. In the whatever's taking them down. Yeah, we'll hold the pears. 20p, come on. It's weird to me, pears being worth less than oranges. Because I'm very much used to JPM MPS. You got, you know, your oranges and your oranges and your cherries, they're your lower tier. Pears are always consistently £1, even on a lot of the System 80 machines and that. And again, obviously, you know, you got your cherries. And it's always, it just, you know, pears are a higher tier fruit, so it's strange to me. But so yeah, I think, you know, I'd swap those two. I'm not going to go and do anything like that. That's far too much hassle or whatever. Anyway, let's see if we can get a win and see if it pays us 10p extra. I am happy with how the mix came out. I know I keep saying it, but yeah, it is to be the only fault. I've got to go for the jackpot, haven't I? It's like right there. Oh no, of course. I got 10p. But I did only get 10p, so maybe it did actually miss a pulse on the jackpot. It did sound a little bit sluggish. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take the 40p. Do you think it is got some sort of... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's struggling on that, isn't it? So let's go have a quick look, see if we can see what's going on. Okay. Some sort of fault here. So yeah, the motor's not disengaged. I believe we're probably going to have to turn it off, aren't we? Okay, let's turn it back on and see what happens. It did stop, okay. Yeah. Okay, well that's a new little issue to try and figure out what's going on with. You can see all the 10p's up. I did put a few in there. Let's see if we can put, which mech is it? It'll be this one, won't it? Where's the slot? Where's the... I thought we could put some coins in and have a look from the... I can't... There we go. Oh, can I reach the start button? I can't reach the start button, can I? Which side is it on? It'll be on this side, won't it? No, that's the hold button, obviously. Yeah, no, I can't reach it. Let me... we'll end the video in just 1 second. So I'm gonna give it a spin, see if everything's fine after it. I had that problem there with that bells. Okay, we got a win and it paid that, and yeah, well there you go. A little bit of £100. Still obviously got some work to go on this, figuring out that nudge issue and everything else. Yeah, there you go.